Hello dear students. In the previous revision class, I described about what is HTML, what kind of language HTML is, what is HTML structure of one HTML document, what types of tags HTML language uses, what we can include within the head part of HTML document, what we can include within the body part of HTML document. I described that in one HTML document we have two parts, head part and body part. In the head part we can include title and heading. In the body part we can include table, list, image, hyperlink, etc. These all things I described in the last revision class. In this revision class, I am going to describe about the image tag, what kind of tag an image tag is, why we use image tag, what are the attributes of image tag, what is the benefit of using image tag. So let's start. Image is an object which can be organized and arranged in one web page. Literally, when we see one web page in any website, we see that the web page is enriched with many multiple images. Sometimes images are appearing at the left hand side, right hand side, or middle of the web page. So an image or any picture is a vital part and object that reflects the information in a very better way. Any image or picture can be brought in to one website by img tag. img tag is an empty tag or empty element. img tag is having the starting tag, but it does not have any ending tag. As you can see here, I have written down img tag is starting with the img keyword. After that, I'm using src. src is the first attribute of img tag. src tells what will be the path or what will be the root of the image file or the picture file. Within the src attribute, you have to give double quotes, and after giving src you write equal to, then you start with double quotes, and then you give the drive name where your picture belongs to. After that colon and front slash, you give the folder name into which the picture is existing, and after that you give directly the picture name with the extension jpeg. When your path of file name or the path of your picture is completed, you end with the double quotes. So this entire thing is the path name of your image file, from where the image will be brought into the web page. After the src attribute, we need to specify and fix up the width and height of a picture. So we have written width, it is an attribute. Then we have given equal to symbol, and we have specified a particular value of width, that is 250. You can give any value. Accordingly, like this, we have given height. Height is another attribute. In case of height, we have given 250. That means we are bringing an image whose width will be 250 and height will be 250. Now align, it is most important. Align tells you where your image will be displayed on the web page. I have written align equal to left. That means at the left side of your website, the image will be displayed. So if we are writing this, you should know it that image must be written within the body tag of one HTML document. So remember this, you have to write it within the body tag of one HTML document. So within the body tag, the image tag will be there. If you write like this, and if we are drawing a mock, a dummy web page, suppose the web page name is www.google.com, then the image will be displayed here. Suppose it is a flower is like this, so it will be displayed here, and it will be displayed like this, where it looks that width and height is same. If you are writing align equal to left, then your picture will be displayed at the left of your web page. If you are writing like this, that right, then this picture will be displayed at the right hand side of your web page. The same picture will be displayed at the right hand side of your web page. So this is the effect of alignment. After that, suppose in the path or in that particular folder, unfortunately you have deleted this picture. Now you cannot remember, but unfortunately you have deleted this picture, but you have mentioned the picture name here. What will be happening? In this case of this kind of scenario, we use the alt attribute of img tag. So let's see what we are doing. Suppose here we are writing alt equal to image is not displayed. Then you are closing the img tag. So alt is an attribute of img tag which tells you that if your mentioned picture is not there in the following directory or in the following folder, then this alternative text will be displayed. Suppose you have saved this picture in your D drive, but suddenly your picture is deleted, but you don't know, you have mentioned the picture name here. So what will be happening? The picture will not be displayed. In case the picture is not displaying, then this alt attribute will come into action, and this very text you have mentioned within the alt attribute will be displayed in the place of the picture. So what will be happening? Suppose I'm drawing a web page and the name of the web page is www.google.com. This is the website name. Now this picture should be appearing, but it is not appearing, it is deleted. Then what will be happening? The picture format, the picture object will come here, and here this text will be displayed. Image is not displayed. Why it is displaying here? Because in the alt attribute you have mentioned this sentence, this text. So alt is an attribute which displays is text if the picture is not present. So this is the img tag. Now you want to display this image at the middle of the web page. What you will do? I'm telling you the another way. You can use align property, but if you don't want to use it, you may not use it. Suppose you have not used align property, you have not used this alt, you have used just this. You may not use alt property, alt attribute, you may not use align attribute, but these three attributes must be mentioned. Now you have written down one image tag with the particular picture file name, width and height. Now you keep this entire image tag within the center tag. How? I'm showing you. Suppose you have written the body tag as usually, no problem. Then you have written center. Center is a tag, you know that. After that you have written the image tag, and after that you have closed the center tag. So this is one style of keeping and displaying your image at the middle of the web page, as because the entire image tag is kept within the center tag, that is open starting center tag and ending center tag. So the entire image will be displayed at the middle of the web page. So now what will be happening? If this is the web page and this is the name of the website where the web page is belonging to www.google.com, you will see that at the middle of the web page your image is displaying. So this is image tag, and this is the way we can use image tag, and we can display image at the left, right and middle of the web page. And also we have seen that img is the name of the tag, then src is an attribute, the most important attribute, the must attribute, you have to write it. Width and height, you should write it. After that alt is an attribute, align is an attribute. You all have seen that. So this is all about the image tag. And remember one thing, I have used only one image tag within the body tag or body of the HTML document. You may use multiple image tag, and you may include multiple image within the web page. Within one image, I have used one picture. So by one image tag, by writing one image tag, we can bring one image, one picture into the website. We can use 2, 3, 4 and many more image tag, and by that we can bring multiple images within the web page. So I hope that you all will try multiple image tags within the body. So this much for today. In the next class I will be describing about list. There are two types of list we can use in HTML document. One is ordered list, one is unordered list. So this much for today. Thank you all the students.